We are super excited to formally introduce Unplugged, the camper, and us, I guess. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Alicia, and
I'm Josh.
This is my husband, Josh, also known as Mr. B, also known as Chef Hard Drive sometimes, and the Golden Child usually. We just wanted to take the opportunity to introduce ourselves and Unplugged, our pop-up camper, because we are starting our YouTube page and we thought it'd be a cool thing to do. We have a new to us pop-up camper, which we named Unplugged. What kind of camper is it?
It's a 2007 Fleetwood Yuma.
Yes, 2007 Fleetwood Yuma. We are in Jacksonville, Florida, and we got the pop-up camper. When did we get it?
October.
In October from Facebook Marketplace. So before we get into that, maybe we could talk about why we wanted a camper. So we've wanted a camper for a little bit. We've watched tons of YouTube videos about camper remodels. What are the ones with the school buses? Schoolies?
Schoolies. Yeah.
Schoolies and the vans, Sprinter vans, all that stuff. So it's been in our minds and our hearts to want a camper. We just didn't know what we would get first. So I have a friend who has a pop-up camper and she remodeled it and sent me pictures, and I thought it was really cool. But Josh was like, we are not, he actually said, we are not getting a pop-up camper. Why did you say that first?
They're tents on wheels.
Yeah, because we'll talk about this, but we have been tent campers. So anyway, I think I was very convincing, and it felt like a good starter camper to get.
Definitely.
It was affordable and easy and a good next step from tent camping. So we can talk about that a little bit. We did a lot of tent camping for years.
Yeah.
And we kept upgrading. So we have this, like, how big was our tent? Like a 10
No, we've
person
got a 16 person, like 4-room tent that's like a 20 by 16 footprint. So it's massive. It's got like a separate bedroom, living quarters. It's one step away from probably where we're at now, but it takes 3 to 4 times the setup time. So,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and we kept getting like cots for it and fans and lights, and it just really made sense to get a camper as our next step. So the tent, or what do they call them? Tent campers? I guess they do.
Yeah, pop-up campers, it's a tent camper. It's a, hard bottom box with soft canvas sides and a hard roof ours has an AC unit on it because we live in Florida. So it's really just a collapsible tent, not much to it.
Yeah, easy. And so it has AC, it also has a heater. We'll do a video of a full tour so you can see that. But we just wanted to take the time to introduce ourselves and the camper here. So we're super excited about future trips. Right now we're renovating it, so we wanted to do all the work that we could before we took it out. It was actually in very good working condition. We could have taken it out, but we wanted to make it our own before we took it out. So we're doing a whole lot of that, and you'll see that all the work that we're doing on our page, on our YouTube page and our Instagram page. Some of the places we are looking forward to visiting are, obviously we're in Florida, so we're gonna do some beach camping. In the surrounding areas, there's springs. So we've gone tent camping at like Jenny Springs and other springs, but we're excited to bring the pop-up to do spring camping. Springs camping?
Yeah.
What else?
I think we'll look for a balance. Tent camping is always hard in Florida, particularly we have so many warm months. So this will allow us to do some of those where it's not so uncomfortable. And then during some of the other months, we can get up into Georgia and some other places where weather's not necessarily a factor for heat, but we've got the option if we want to go in the summer that we have air conditioning up there as well. So
yeah,
just allows us a little more flexibility than just taking the tents everywhere, and a little quicker setup and then breakdown.
yeah. So we want to do mountain camping and beach camping, camping in the springs, different things like that. So we're excited about that. Also, you'll meet our pop-up pups that we're calling them. We have Stevie, who is our toy poodle, who is very excited to come up here, and Elwood, who is our hound dog that's hiding somewhere. You'll meet them. So there's all about our camper and where we want to go. A little bit more about us, and then we're going to talk about some of the things that you'll see on our YouTube and our Instagram page. So I am on the leadership team for a local and national and international education nonprofit. So that is something I'm incredibly passionate about. I have been working for them for about 8 years now, and really education is something I'm incredibly passionate about, and to be able to do that as my work has been really cool. So that's a little bit about me. And I also like to volunteer in the community. I am a part of the a volunteer team for our local TEDx Jacksonville team. That's my biggest volunteer gig right now, but I like to contribute to this city that I feel really passionate about. What about you, babe?
So I work for a smaller private company. I manage an IT team there. I've got probably 20 years experience, maybe closer to 23, 24 now in the IT field. And prior to that, I was in the military. So something that I've just always done has been in and around information technology in a bunch of different capacities, and did technical work for a long time, and then moved into management a few years ago, and been doing that ever since.
Yes, and for fun.
Play a lot of basketball in my spare time.
Ball is life around here.
So anytime I get the opportunity, I try to get out and play. Most weekends, few nights during the week.
Also, this is a sneakerhead household, so the sneaker culture.
Yeah, plenty of different collections for sneakers, and new boxes arriving all the time.
All the time. He also has a lovely daughter. Her name is Esperanza. She is my bonus daughter. You may see a little bit of her. She is a senior in high school this year. What do you think she's excited about camping with us?
I think she's excited for us to get all the kinks worked out, and so that she can show up and just have the good glamping experience, and not have to do any of the renovation work.
Yeah. She's not a huge outdoors person, but she amuses me and my excitement about being outdoors. And we also, as a family, have a pontoon boat. The pontoon boat's name is
Latency.
Play
IT stuff, so it's a play on words there. So we've had that for quite a few years now, and so we'll have to balance between camping trips and taking the boat out. We try to do that regularly as well. So
yeah, the dream would be to have an RV where we could pull the pontoon boat.
That would be some RV, but yeah.
That's like probably retirement level.
It's a 26-foot pontoon boat, so it's on the larger size of pontoon, so it's pretty heavy, and we do tow it once a year to the panhandle part of Florida and get out there and enjoy that for a week.
Yeah, that's been fun. During the pandemic, the sort of height of the pandemic where we couldn't really go anywhere, that was a nice thing to hop on the boat in a safe way to do that. And then of course now having the camper is going to be fun without sort of restrictions. We can go and safely enjoy our time. So last thing we want to share with you is what our videos are going to be about. First thing I will say is you're not going to see much of this guy. I'm actually surprised that I got him on camera right now. So he is a man of few words, and you might hear his voice in the background here and there. Maybe I'll get him a couple times in the video, but this will be the first and main time you will see him in front of the camera. It'll largely be me or like his hands drilling something or something like that. But the content that we're wanting to share, obviously, are renovation projects. We are not going to be doing a lot of detailed how-tos. There are tons of really awesome people who are doing that already, like Laureen June projects and Pop-Up Life and It's Poppin'. Those are a few of our favorite videos to watch, and we'll let them do the renovation how-tos. We'll show you about our renovations and maybe share a couple of, you know, colors that we use and products and things like that. But really, it'll just be like, this is what we're doing. So, renovation projects. Also, you know, a lot of times when we're going out on the Layton Sea, our pontoon boat, we learn like, oh, I really should have brought this thing on the trip, or I didn't need to bring that thing. So we're going to show a lot of, here are some items that we've purchased that we think worked really well for us on a camping trip, or like we thought would work really well and really it didn't end up working well. So I don't know, I guess we can call that purchase do's and don'ts from our experience. Yeah. And then the one big thing that we think is unique is we're going to share some vegan camping eats. So we are currently vegan. How long has it been? We started in September.
Yeah, started in September, so still fairly new.
4 months in?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're newbie vegans, but we don't see that ending anytime soon. So although we know folks share camping food sometimes, and usually it's meat on a grill over the fire, which we're not hating on at all.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. We do like those things, but we have changed our lifestyle for a variety of reasons. So when we go out in the camper, we're going to be eating vegan. So we're going to show you different things that we're going to be trialing with in terms of vegan food. So, which we have no idea what that's going to be yet. I mean, you know, we could probably do fun things like bring some chili or something like that. I don't know.
It'll be more than lettuce.
Yeah, it will be. Oh, yes. If you're like, what can you talk about? Vegan food. Vegan food is definitely more than lettuce, more than salads. I promise you. We have had the most fun in the kitchen and probably some of the most flavorful things that we have had. Lots of creativity. So we're excited to show you both the vegan eating, but largely what vegan eating is when we're camping. So those are the big things that we wanted to share with you. Anything else that we should add? Yeah. We're going to be doing some fun things on the Instagram page. It won't be as in-depth as YouTube videos, but we'll be sharing, you know, fun content. But largely here, that's what the videos will be about. Renovations, vegan camping eats, and purchase do's and don'ts. And we'll also share with you places that we've gone. But Pop-Up Life, if you don't know about Pop-Up Life, they review campgrounds, which we love. So we're going to leave the campground reviews up to them, but we'll show you places that we've been as well. That should be interesting. So that's all we got. We hope that you enjoy our content here, and we're excited to meet you all, and hopefully you'll learn some things and enjoy what we have to share.
Yep. Take care.
We'll see you around.